Welcome to Trash Talk.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Trash Talk, where we here at the Landfill Group talk everything about the business of biogas, the culture and company that we've created around it, and kind of following a recent theme. Got a couple of special guests today, one internal to the Landfill Group. I'll start with him, Tyler Helton. Tyler's on our business development team here, primarily focused on products and services, which I think is a good tie to our super extra special guest today from Evonik Membranes, Mr. Erik Hoving.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, welcome to Trash Talk.
Yes. Yeah, all right. It's an honor to be here.
You're an elite member of the Trash Talk
community. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the invitation.
All kidding aside, Erik, we've been, I would say, partners, associates in business together for a little over 8 years now.
Yes,
between the Landfill Group and Evonik. Yeah. You've been our primary contact the entire time. So maybe a bit about yourself, where you come from, your background, and yeah, just an introduction to who Erik Hoving is.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm Erik Hoving. I'm the Senior Business Manager for Biogas Membranes North America. We are with a team for the biogas, and we based in New Jersey. So we have a headquarters in Piscataway, and Evonik is a chemical company. So we're not only making membranes, we're making a lot of other stuff like medicine ingredients. We make animal feed ingredients, polymer ingredients. Yeah, Evonik is about with 5,000 employees in the US.
Oh, wow.
And we have some big production sites. And for the membrane part, those are made in Austria. We ship them over to the US, and we have a warehouse in Michigan. And we have, a tech center in Allentown, where we, support you on all your projects. I moved 8 years ago to the US, so I'm originally Dutch. And started 8 years ago with Evonik. And 3 months later, I found myself on a landfill in Kansas. That was really an exciting adventure. That was actually the first the biogas plant, a landfill plant for Evonik. So that was the first project.
So our project in Lawrence, Kansas. That's where you found yourself when you came to the U.S.
Right.
Did you ever imagine that you'd be at a landfill in Lawrence?
No, no.
Honestly, I never thought.
Not many people did.
No, it was. No, that was a very interesting experience, I would say. I've been on a lot of plants before, so I'm 30 years now in the membranes in the chemical industry, so I've been on some huge plants. But this landfill is totally new concept, so with big trucks driving around. Yeah, it was a very good experience.
Yeah. So that's kind of how the relationship, well, I guess that would be where the relationship between the Landfill Group and Evonik started, was at our Kansas facility.
Yeah.
And so you said that was Evonik's first installation on a landfill.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In the U.S. or globally?
Global.
Globally.
Yeah. That was really, the breakthrough for the landfill projects and for Evonik. Yeah, we started with small membranes. Now we have, the big membranes.
So you have 4-inch, 6-inch, and 11-inch.
11-inch,
right?
correct. Yeah.
So we have 4 and 6-inch there, correct?
Yeah.
And we originally developed that facility with a PSA system, and it was what I would call like new old stock. So it was from a failed project, never got installed. And our founder, Bill, went and found them on an auction site or something like that, and a bunch of other equipment, and kind of bought it, just cheap in order for us to get that facility up and operational in a real quick period of time. We built the pipeline, the plant, and the gas collection system in like 9 months or so.
Yeah, it's pretty
all
quick.
in conjunction, knowing that we'd eventually switch technologies, and that's where we wound up with the Evonik membranes. And not to say that PSA systems don't work, because they do, but we've since pretty well standardized around the Evonik membranes and packages.
Yeah.
And so that first encounter and test for both of us seems to have worked out pretty well.
Right. And it was a bumpy ride, so it didn't work at first, and then we had to. We made a lot of mistakes along the way, but I think we got a ton of wisdom. We learned a lot, and we got a lot of wiser of that.
So you are a watcher of Trash Talk, because one of our episodes is going to be Oh, the things we've screwed up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for that. Yeah, no, but I give also a lot of presentation in the past, say on lessons learned.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a lot of lessons learned, and you always prove on the next time. So yeah.
Can you do me a favor and for the simpler of us,
Yeah.
kind of explain just the basic operation of a membrane? Like how does it physically?
Yeah, I
How
can
does it physically work?
go into membrane technology and how it works. So it's actually kind of splitting gas. For the RNG upgrading, you go with biogas in and you go with RNG out of a membrane. And on the way you have some off gas that is carbon dioxide. So the membrane is kind of filter. So it's like kind of sieve.
Is this a molecular sieve? Is this what is it? Is it a molecular?
Yeah, it's not terminology molecular sieve, but it is sieving molecules, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's like sieving gold.
Yeah.
I always compare it sieving gold.
Mm-hmm.
So the gold, the valuable biomethane or the valuable renewable natural gas, you want to stay on the sieve,
Mm-hmm.
and the carbon dioxide you want to filter out. So you want to, like water. So you're just sieving gold. You want to keep the gold on the filter, and the water you want to, get rid of. And that's also how you run the operation. So you're just sieving the methane, and you're removing the carbon dioxide. So if you look at the membrane, it looks like spaghetti or a bundle of fibers, straws, but the straws are actually, say, hollow. So it's like every straw is actually a micro pipeline, a porous pipeline. So you go with biogas in, and you come with RNG out, and filtering along the pipe where you filter out the carbon dioxide. So it's kind of sieving the methane from the carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide is small enough that it goes through the pores of the membrane. So the membranes have, say, a porous, and the methane is the bigger molecule. So the methane is like, say, a bowling ball, and the carbon dioxide is more like a baseball. But I can maybe explain it.
We like this.
So this is.
Here
we go.
Yeah.
It's what I learned on the booth. So you have, say, a methane. It's really a big molecule. So if you want to go through a door like this, you get stuck. So this is the carbon atom, and the four things are the H. So it's CH4, right? So this is the big so this sticks on the sieve, right? So the methane is too big.
It doesn't go through the walls.
But the carbon dioxide is like this. So this is oxygen, this is oxygen, and this is the carbon, so CO2. So this is like methane, this is carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide jumps through the membrane wall, like the porous wall. So this is how it works.
Thank you for the live action. Can you also do on a little teapot?
I think I can do that.
Yeah, I think also that sticks to people, and they remember that, and at least they know the principle of bigger and smaller molecules and what we actually are trying to filter out.
Yeah, that's super helpful, because I think most people, when they think of a membrane, they think of like a geomembrane or like a flat panel.
Right.
And in this case, it's little spaghetti tubes that are hollow that have holes that CO2 passes through, but membrane doesn't. And be able to edit it, keep it simple, stupid, kiss.
Right.
And the acting.
Well summarized.
So kind of how membrane works, but going back to the firsts and our partnership over the years.
Yeah.
We've always considered ourselves to be very progressive early adopters in technologies. I mean, we've tried everything.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about all the things we've screwed up. That's because we try a lot of different things.
Right.
And so, it wasn't just that we tried your membranes and began using them. Like, there's been a bunch of other things that we've worked on together, developing product and approaches. So maybe speak to some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Stephen Elman said, so we like to be your guinea pig. So thank you for that. So we got new products. We have, say, new products, and we were able to test it on your site, also the Kansas site and other sites, Dubuque, where we had, say, new products. And we really could test it, say, and give it run hours and test it to the real gas condition. Because landfill gas is one of the most challenging gas. So if you can make it there, you can make it everywhere.
That's right.
And that is really, we have, say, a new product, the G5X. So we tested there. Also the R2X, the predecessor of the R2X product, we also tested there. We also tested even an NRU membrane, say also of one of your sites. So yeah, we really appreciate, say, your partnership and doing the test over there. And we learned a lot, and we also evolved and say in new and making new products.
No, likewise, we appreciate the guinea pig comment. Like, we love testing and trying things, not only to make ourselves better in our projects that we own and operate, but products that we provide to other folks.
Absolutely.
And with yourselves at Evonik, you're now getting a better product that you can put into the marketplace.
No, but you're right. So, but coming back, say you have different categories of, say, biogas. So you have, say, the dairy gas, you have, say, the food waste gas, and you have wastewater gas, and you have landfill gas. Landfill gas is really the top. There's a lot of impurities in it, VOCs, siloxanes, H2S, water. So the landfill group has a very good process of removing all those constituents. So the landfill group has a lot of knowledge and experience on, say, keeping the membranes safe, because the membranes work the best when the pre-treatment works the best. And I think you mastered that skill. And say on a landfill gas level, that's really a top, because it's really top level what you're doing or what you accomplished, say, with all the steps before the membrane, because it's not only the membranes, right? It's a lot of things before the membranes. And also in your videos you show that you have, say, a DHI and an H2S, and you have the TSA, and then you have, say, the compression, and again knockout, and then, say, some polishing, and then membranes, and then, say, the sales gas compressor. So that is really, so I think you have a very good team.
Well, thank you for that
product.
compliment. That is a great compliment.
Yeah.
So specifically, we've partnered with Advanced Biogas Systems, our manufacturing fabrication with Evonik, and that means a lot coming from you, saying that we've got a good process. We talked about a lot of the firsts with the Landfill Group and Evonik, but maybe go into like Evonik globally. What does that mean for like sites, biogas sites, RNG sites? Like, how many sites do you guys have in operation?
At the moment there are more than 1,500.
1500.
1500 biogas plants running on Evonik membranes.
Wow.
And we say that America runs on Evonik membranes, with 250 biogas plants in America run, which is a pretty big part. If you say there are maybe 600-700.
I want to say there was like 500 around end of last year in the US. So, boy, that's a pretty good market penetration in 8 years to go to 50% of the market.
Absolutely, and we always say, we must be doing something good, because people love our membranes.
There's an environmental aspect to this too that we really we've kind of glazed over, and that's like if we have the ability to separate and get the gold, if you will, and we can separate, the gold from the waste that we're getting rid of, we're not letting it go into the environment. We're capturing it.
Right.
And so the more we capture, the more efficient the membranes are, the more environmentally beneficial.
Absolutely.
Yes, we collect more gold.
Yeah.
But we also take the stuff out of the air that would normally be a problem. So,
Right.
I mean, there's a really good aspect to that. We're all trying to get the gold, but while we're doing it, we're doing this incredible environmental.
Absolutely. Yeah. I see it from a, say, triple P perspective. So you have, say, people, planet, and profit. Mm-hmm. So, and this is really a win-win-win situation. So where the planet profits, the people with the local jobs, and say the independence of energy, and then also you have, say, the profit, because companies need to make a profit, otherwise they can close shop. So I think it's really a win-win-win.
To everyone else that's out there, in your aspect, what is the piece of Evonik that brings that value out into people's projects?
Membranes are, say, I would say, in daily life also used, right? So your body consists of membranes without knowing it. So it is, I would say, technology of choice compared to other technologies. But if you look to membranes only, you say why do people choose Evonik? I think we have a good product. good service. Membranes are simple and easy to use. It's darn simple to operate. It's almost set and forget. Just people put the membranes in it and they don't have to watch. They can watch on other things in operation. Maybe you see that. Our membranes have a high selectivity. That means you have less methane going to the off gas or to the environment.
You're losing less of that.
Yeah, you capture more. So that's really a benefit to our membranes. And we also have, say, a 3-stage pattern process where you only use one compressor, and then you can operate the process on a kind of cruise control way. So that's most of those 1,500 global references run on a 3-stage system. Because it's easy to run, capture high methane. 5 years ago, we made a huge innovation where we say almost double the output of the membrane system, by just changing the chemistry. So we know there's much more to gain also in the next generation's membranes. So maybe 5-10 years from now, you have even better membranes. It's like with the iPhones. You just look, hey, these things look the same, but an iPhone 10 years ago is much more faster and better. So Evonik also makes the chemistry itself. So we start totally with the raw materials. And then we make a kind of honey solution. And from this honey solution, we make our membranes. And then we make the cartridge and the modules. But we are one of the membrane suppliers that only do backward integrated. So we can tune the chemistry to make the best biogas membranes. Other folks, they just buy, ingredients and make membranes out of it. Mm-hmm. And then you lose a lot of properties to really tune the best membranes, durable, long-term.
So you had, we talked a little bit about protecting the membranes, and that's something that the Landfill group is pretty good at.
Yeah.
We have screwed up though.
Oh yeah, but that's a different episode. But let's just go perfect world here. If we're really efficiently protecting the membranes, how long would they last?
Yeah, we have evidence that they last more than 12, 13, 14 years.
Really?
Yeah. So we really, as long as you do the good pre-treatment, we think they outlast the compressor. We still have membranes running from 2001. They still run.
Good. Well, we still have membranes running from 2008.
Yep.
So
2011, I have to say, sorry for. Yeah,
well,
it's 14 years.
Yeah, no, sorry, not 2008, 2018 in Kansas. So those are so
right.
If somebody's listening or watching Trash Talk here, what are the things you need to be worried about?
Or be cautious of.
Or, things you need to address if you're planning on utilizing membranes for CO2 separation.
The big thing, people top of mind have the volatile organic components, so VOCs.
VOCs.
It's kind of the aromas from nail polish or paint thinner that go to the landfill. They, at some point they make it to the plant. They need to be removed up front. But our membranes are super abused. So once they see these VOCs, if you do the pre-treatment or fix the pre-treatment, the membranes bounce back. That's what we see, also what we have seen in many of your landfill plants. The other thing is more, oil. If oil makes it to the membrane, then you really have a problem. Unfortunately, we don't see that a lot, but for some reason, an operator mistake can happen. And then carbon, I think carbon dust.
Another one we should Moisture is the other, liquid.
That doesn't happen a lot.
I was told
sometimes
if you have moisture, it can cause issues.
Not per se, but so the fibers are very long and small, so they're not designed to have water inside. It's like you're building a bridge, and suddenly there's a truck with a lot of water going over, then the bridge is not designed for that. So normally there's no weight going into the fibers, but if there's a lot of weight into the fibers, it can have effect.
I said I've heard that because that's one thing we haven't screwed up is we haven't sent oil or water.
Wait a minute.
No.
I'll get there.
Does anybody got questions for Tyler?
I got nothing for you.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks for this. Else.
Yes.
So Tyler, a little over a year
I'm
in
a Tyler.
landfill gas space now, and obviously getting we were talking about 4-inch, 6-inch, 11-inch membranes with Evonik. I think you've got a 10-inch, fire hydrant hose shoved down your throat. As a newbie to this space, what have you learned about membranes over the last 6 months or so? And I want to like give you the opportunity as somebody that's like new and just learned to maybe convey some details to somebody that's never been around a membrane plant, RNG plant. Like, what are the things that you've learned in the last 6 to 12 months?
I think one of the big things that I've learned is kind of what we've been talking about, how resilient they actually are, because your operations are never going to be perfect.
Why did he say that?
Well, you didn't ask the question, so he's throwing the rock to you now.
Sorry, brother.
Are you perfect? If you are, I'll take it back.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. In people that I've talked to around the industry, you hear about other, pieces of equipment that aren't quite as resilient, that are breaking more often. So I asked a question earlier about value. To me, the value is that resiliency, the longevity that you've talked about, and the ability to kind of set them and forget in a way. We've kind of had that conversation about it being, kind of a laissez-faire type of hands-off thing.
Is he speaking French?
I think he did.
Yeah,
But this is an international show.
I said international flair. Don't ask me for more than that. That's all I got. But yeah, I am still drinking through the fire hose, and I feel like I've got my NFL coach playbook with all the Evonik data and stuff that I'm flipping through, trying to make sure that when I'm talking to customers, I have at least somewhat of an idea of what I'm trying to convey. But the value piece is what's easy to convey. So.
It probably helps that it's a nice product, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to sell something.
Well, and we have the experience that it works.
It's confidence building because we've seen it work. We've operated it in our facilities. And, I think the stories you were talking about where we screwed up, when we do screw up, we've got a great team behind
Absolutely.
us to say,
Yeah.
all right, you've got yourself in this position. Here's how you can get out. Or, hey, I see you guys going, you taking this path. Hey, maybe we look at this a different way, and you've saved us from a lot.
That was also a great partnership. That I think we both have the can-do mentality, and we both have the same. Yeah, we stand by our product, and you also want to have the best solution available and make it work. And I think, and as Landfill Group, you have to live with it. So there's no escape. So you have to make it work. And also Evonik, we stand by a product. We will make it work. We won't leave the site until it really works. I think
we've seen that from you, so thank you for that. You're going to make me talk about partnerships and building or business relationships.
No, but that helps.
There's really two key things there, right? Trust and humility. I trust you. And we have the humility to say,
to use science, right? To actually,
can you help
us?
Yeah, hey, what happened?
Yes.
We break this down. Let's figure it out. That's science, man. That's as pure as it goes. That's the goal.
And teamwork also. Yeah. Evonik has if you talk about values, our values are trust, openness, and then speed and performance. So that's the 4 values that Evonik centers around. I think. We have quite an overlap with your values.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you for bringing up values. I mean, values, vision, and mission are always something we talk about constantly.
Okay, good. And safety culture too. I think. So then I was talking a lot about safety, but Evonik also has safety in mind. Safety first. Whatever you do.
But you're right. I mean, we can't do anything if we don't do it safe.
Right.
And that's just the foundation.
Yeah. It's like oxygen. It needs to be in place. That's the first thing. First thing first. So we also we really walk the talk also by with meetings. So we start a meeting first with safety. Because you can say safety first, but if you don't start the meeting with safety first,
you're not talking.
Or you maybe at the end of the meeting, it's something on safety. That's not right. So we also in Evonik we have even in meetings we have also we start with safety. No safety, no. We can close the company.
Pretty much, in my mind. I still have to give him copious amounts of trash over it. But
Every time.
yeah, every chance.
Everything that's not right, he blames me for.
It's only right.
But yeah, we do really appreciate your time and really appreciate your partnership. It's been a very successful project, and it's just going to keep going.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure being here, and thank you for the invitation. Really appreciate it. That's some good laughs. I really like working with you.
It has to be fun.
Yeah.
That's another rule.
Oh wait, it's safety first, fun second. Where does business go?
It'll get there. All
Yeah, good.
Yeah, all kidding aside, we at the Landfill Group do appreciate the relationship that we've fostered with Evonik over the years. Thank you for taking the time. I know you had to travel to come to Charlotte today and yesterday, and so you're making a multiple day commitment to us, and I think that's not a shock to us, given the way
No, you're welcome.
you've supported us.
My pleasure. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I guess in closing, what I would say is, if anybody out there is watching, listening, and is considering a membrane process for a biogas to RNG plant, Erik Hoving, we can be found on, I'm sure, LinkedIn, the website, all over
Right.
the interwebs.
Right.
So you can call us.
Or you can call us. You can call Mr. Tyler Hilton, who can help you out through the advanced biogas systems part of Landfill Group. So
Yeah.
with that, thank you again for joining us for another episode. Dan, Tyler, anything in closing? You're hitting the button.
He's dropping.
Ah, look at that. Okay.
You
Subscribe and
yeah, subscribe. Hit that subscribe
hit the
button.
subscribe button here.
And you can't take Blair's line of smashing the like button.
Smash the like
I don't know what. I don't know where she got that from. She's not really aggressive in real life. But she wants people
All
to
right.
smash that like button and subscribe. So, all kidding aside, thank you again. One last shout out. Thank you to Andy Presley and the folks at Mecca Realty here in Charlotte, North Carolina, for letting us unannounced crash through this
We
conference.
just took over.
We suddenly found ourselves homeless with cameras and Erik. And
Yes,
so,
right.
Thank you, Andy, and
Yes,
the folks
thanks,
at Mecca
Steve.
Realty.
Appreciate
Right.
you guys.
Appreciate. Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Bye bye.